What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another video. So today's video is going to be another POV video, and I've done a couple of these in the past, but I've never really narrated them, and you guys really seem to like the narration in my last video, the how to shoot cars video. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to record a POV video and I'm going to record another voiceover, mash them together in Premiere, and yeah, let's get into it. First things first, I had to wipe off the POV camera cause it was pouring down hard. So the location I'm shooting at today is this traffic heavy street with a bunch of gas stations and grocery stores. The reason why I'm here is actually simply because I had to return a parcel. I quickly get off my skateboard and take a long exposure shot of the cars passing by the store. And this is actually a really good warm-up shot, and I'm happy with it. Still on the warm-up hustle, I pull out my smartphone to get an idea of how the shot would look, but nah, I didn't like it. Duty calls and I walk into this gas station to return the parcel. As I went back out, the whole scene had changed completely. There was this super intense sunset erupting in the background. I decided to use the puddles on the side of the street to capture the raindrops falling, but I think these images look kind of amateur. After that, I turned around and was surprised by a huge ass rainbow in the sky. I snapped this long expo of this van passing by with the rainbow in the background. Next thing I did was snap a couple of images of the gas station and the street itself, but they're just plain bad. I hopped back on my skateboard to go further down the street. I tried this composition incorporating my umbrella, but I didn't quite like it. But I was intrigued by the idea, so I attempted it a few more times. After a couple of tries, I finally get a good shot with the umbrella. I was intentionally skating so that most of the image would be blurry. I just think it was a really artistic way to showcase movement. We are nearing the end of the photo shoot and I'm already on my way back home, but I pass the Shell gas station and the light turns red. The gears in my head start turning and I capture this absolute banger. Cars are now passing by and I try some long exposures, and to my surprise, it worked out really well. Okay, last shot. I'm back on my skateboard and I snap this motion shot of the grocery store from earlier. Sure, technically it's just a blurry image, but artistically speaking, I quite like it. I was fully drenched at this point and I called it a day. I couldn't wait to get home. It's now 2 days later and I'm fully dried and finally ready to talk about the images we made the other night. And all in all, I have to say it was a quite successful photo shoot. We ended up with quite some snapshots, which is not so great, but we also ended up with 3 images that actually look really nice together, and they'll probably end up in the photo set somewhere up on the gram. The first photo is this one right here, and I think this is probably my favorite shot from the whole entire shoot. I think it's because the whole composition is filled with a lot of interesting areas and things, but not in an overwhelming way. The foreground is still very dark, but colorful because of all the streetlight reflections on the wet street. And it leads the viewer's eye straight to the subject, which is the silver BMW in this image right here. But to be honest, I think the element that sells the whole image is really the backdrop. I think the yellow glow from the gas station and the last cotton candy sunset clouds on the horizon really tie the image together, and they just look great. And I think this would look super dope on the big ass canvas somewhere in this room. The second image is quite similar, and I like it for similar reasons. The only thing that has really changed is the angle and the fact that our main subject has now moved to the foreground, which is this long exposure shot of this car. I don't know if it was a Jeep or Suzuki Jimny, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I like it for the same reasons. I think it's just a dope ass image. The third and final image from this photo set is this low shutter speed shot, which I shot from my skateboard. And the image looks really dope because of the umbrella in the foreground. It creates a really nice depth effect and makes it really easy to distinguish background from foreground. And I think the umbrella just as an element adds to the image in a really dope way and makes it look really artistic, so I really like this image. As you guys can see from these videos, I really love shooting in the rain. It's just my favorite condition. And so it is really important to protect your camera appropriately so that it doesn't break. So first things first, my camera is weather sealed. I use the Olympus EM1 Mark II, and Olympus is known for their really good weather sealing. So if your camera is not weather sealed, you should not really go out shooting in the rain anyway, but you can use a plastic bag or something to wrap it around. So the bag I carry with me when I go out shooting in the rain is this 15-liter ocean bag I bought back in Thailand for like $10 or something like that. And what I do is I put a bunch of old t-shirts in this bag so that whenever I'm not using my camera, I can put it back in here, and it has this dry nest where it can just basically chill until I need it the next time. Another tip for protecting your camera in the rain is to always bring an umbrella. I usually hold my camera here around chest level and have an umbrella in my other hand so that the area around the camera is always dry, and that also prevents raindrops from getting to the lens. Okay guys, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up button and maybe even consider subscribing. Also, it would be really nice if you guys could leave me a comment with some feedback so that I could really find out and distinguish where this channel is headed and which direction this channel is headed. With that all said and done, see you in the next one.